more about the Naruto than with the Vishnu because Buddha Kosha select all of these practice from the Mahakassapa and all the people who practice the Durga in the Sutra. So then he compiled it together and then he put in the Vishnu Okay? And he elaborate more what are these 13 factors associated with how this cut up the Lisha. Now you have to bear in mind, have you all looked into the calendar, the academic calendar of Nalanda? So this is the academic calendar, and this is the schedule for throughout the semester 1 and semester 3. So you see this one here, you need to pay attention to this. So this one, September 30th to October 3rd, this is a preparatory week. So the week for you to prepare. And I believe, I'm not so sure, I haven't got the message from the lead yet. But usually this is the week that you might, I'm not sure, don't take my words, okay? You might not have class and you have to study for the midterm exam. And this is from the September 7 to October 7 to October 11. That's 1 week. You're going to write an exam. Okay, that's the midterm exam. So bear in mind, we only have what's the date? Today is the 10th. So roughly, we only have 2 weeks left, and we only have 3 topics. So today we will finish 1 topic, and we have 2 more topics that we're going to cover. So, and then after that, we're going to do the review. And the review, I'm going to tell you what is the format of the exam in my midterm that I designed for the midterm exam. And also that if you have any doubt, you're going to ask on the last week before this one, maybe from September 27th, this week, from September, the week of the last week of the September, we're going to have a review. And then you're going to ask me any doubt that you have, because after that week, I will not come back for this class anymore. Dr. Puja will take over after the midterm exam. Okay, so Dr. Puja will teach you a different perspective of Buddhist ethic. Maybe it's associated with the Mahayana and also some concept with the fundamental Buddhist study as well as Theravada as well. So that's what she's going to teach you. So bear it in mind, we only have 2 weeks left. Okay, this week, and then 2 more weeks left. So that is you need to plan out and you need to know how to study. Because this is your first semester's class, and so that's why you don't know how the teacher designed the exam, right? And then you have a lot of tension. How do I study for the midterm exam? Like that. So you need to plan ahead of time and study bit by bit every day, especially if English is not your first language, and then it's very hard for you to memorizing. You better invest your time into the memorize right now. All right? But the people who do who already have English is not their problem, but still you need to memorize all of those terminology to make yourself very proficiency and also professional. All right? Now, we're going to talk about another aspect of the Buddhist ethic. And Buddhist ethics, this topic today is the respect. Gawa Doja. Gawa. Okay, Garawa. Garawa is a coming from the bird and it's God, like Garuthamma, that is the heavy, right? And that means non reverential or non-giving way. So that's what is meant by non-reverential or non-giving way. So in another words, the Garawa that is also Patissa, and Patissa is mean respectful. But what is the Garawa that is the not only respect, but before you respect, what do? If I don't respect you, what do I have? What have? Not evil. Evil is the root. But if I say, what have you respect me? What does that mean? Ego. Okay? And you, because we have ego, then we have what? No humility. We're not humble. Okay? And in order to gain, that is the pride too. Ego is part of the pride and lack of the humility. So that's why you don't feel that you need to respect the other people. So, and one of the blessing in the Buddhist Buddha teaching in the Mangala Sutta, Gawa Doja, Miwa Doja, Santutija, Tabanyoda, Kalena Kamasawaja, Tang Mangala Buddha. A person who humility with the respect, a person who pay the gratitude, and also that and content, okay, and able to attend the Dhamma, then that is the great blessing. So the Buddha said these are the three qualities: respect, humility, and also contentment and gratitude is part of the blessing. It's not easy to find a person that have the gratitude, a person have the respect, a person content. It's not easy. So, and one of the sutta, Buddha said there are three people that are really hard to find in this world. That is the first, the enlightened one. The second one is what? Huh? The first person is the first one is the second one is the person who respect or who have the respect or the humility or let's say what is that gratitude. And the third one is what? We recognize the fault. So these are the three people, according to the Sutta, the Buddha said there are three people very hard to find in this world. So you see the humility and also respect is the quality that always the Buddha praised. And also it's related to the ethic. For example, in Buddhist, who do we need to respect? The first one here, the Buddha say that we need to respect the elder, and so that's why in the world, in the country, and if we don't respect, then we lack of the quality, the good quality in the ethical way. For example, in the have you read the Sutta? Mahaparinibbana Sutta. One of the Visakha is the minister of the Ajatasattu king. And then Ajatasattu asked the Buddha why the the Vaishali country cannot be defeated by any invader. And the Buddha say that 7 factors that the other person cannot invade the Vaishali. And one of the factors is that the Vaishali people really respect the elderly. Another thing that I like is that the Vaishali people really respect the children and the women. Both women. There you go. So, and that's prevent them to lose the, to win over any battle. Don't put that on women. So, but then one other thing is that they say that because the Vaishali people are very united and because they respect the elderly. Why respect the elderly is considered as being ethical? Is considered the morality. Why the elderly is necessary to be respected? Why the elderly need to be respected to you?
Simply wanted to be have more wisdom, learning, and that I need not to.
Elderly has more wisdom, right? More knowledge, right? Experience in life, right? What else? What else is happening to you? What else happening?
And if I talk specifically with the elder in my home, namely my father, grandfather, then
For example, why do you have to respect my mom? She's 92 years old. Why do you need to respect my mom? She's elderly, that has nothing to do with you. What do you think of that?
like my mom, she's also responsible, like in giving and caring and show the seed of compassion. So she also deserves equal respect as my mom because mother with character is same. And basically she's also
And also, okay.
without Dharma and wisdom, Maya especially, without the mother, there are no other like this.
Okay, all the students, why we need to respect the elderly?
To accumulate merit.
Huh?
To accumulate merit.
To accumulate the merit. So they are the people that allow ones to accumulate merit. Why?
Because in
But why you can accumulate it from the respect the elderly? Like Buddha, you respect Buddha, then you say that you can accumulate the merit. But the elderly, how could you accumulate the merit from the elderly?
Because of them, the next generation is coming somehow. So,
Because of their contribution to the society. And this is the thing. You think about it. There's nothing come from new. There's nothing come from nothing, right? Everything come from the platform, from the foundation. Whoever already built the first step for us, so that's why we have a second step and third step. Regardless of whether they have a direct contribution to us or not, somehow we are interrelated. And so that's why they are the generation who built the society for us to live in. Think about when we might not see it now, But you think about during the war, okay? Those ancestors, those are the people who fighting for the independence, especially in India, especially in Vietnam, okay? They have to go through the period that they have to fight for independence. Whether or not they have the contribution, but even the minor, but the whole group of elderly generate into a great power to protect the society, to move the society forward. And so that's why we have the society that we live now. If they don't fight for the independence, how could we have the society, how could we can settle to study right now? So that's why elderly has a great contribution to the society. And yes?
Country also.
Yeah, in the country, society, then bigger, the larger frame is the larger scale is the nation. Also, this is back you up is that according to the Mahayana, like he said, he's a human being. So Mahayana including what? Including what? Everybody have? Good nature. Everybody, this is Mahayana concept. Especially for Bhutanese students, Mahayana students, everybody have a potential to become a Buddha in the future, right? So that's why we need to respect that. Now, in the Theravada, we believe that okay, everybody according to the sutta, Ananda went for menstrual, and one of the lower caste lady offered him the milk. But then she was so afraid to give it to him. Then he approached him to the lady, and the lady said, Hante, I cannot offer you the drink because I'm in the lower caste. So then the Ananda said that all the human blood are red. So that's indicate what? The equality. The equality everybody everybody are human, and there's no caste here. So that's why the Theravada also see all the human beings are equal. All the human beings have the red blood. In Mahayana also explains that the Mahayana say everybody have a potential to become a Buddha. If I respect you, I will generate the merit because I worship to the future potential to become enlightened one. So that's why this is the backup. Also that we need to, the other theory to back up this perspective is that Paticca it must be Sakti idam hoti. It must be a Sakti idam na hoti. This one arising because the other arising. If this one is ceased, the other one also ceased, right? So in that sense means that we are interrelated. Even the young related to the elderly also related to the young. So that's why we need to respect each other. So that is the two theory that backing up the idea that we need to respect each other, regardless their age, regardless their color, regardless their intellectual level, regardless their economic status, and regardless their caste. So then we have to respect, and respect is the part of the Buddhist ethic that everybody deserves a right to be respected. So that is the Buddhist ethic. So and what happens if you not respect to the people who don't respect you? And how do you feel? If someone don't respect you or doesn't respect you, how do you feel?
For me, CBA is like either offended, either uncared, either unappreciated. Now, not so.
Not what?
Now it doesn't affect even the don't respect me.
if you respect, how do you respect?
Smile, greeting, and gateway to
In Western culture, okay, you not only respect the elderly, you also respect the younger people. And that's why they put in practice, for example, the mother-in-law, the father-in-law, they don't call mother, father, they call name. Let's say if I'm a mother-in-law of my daughter-in-law, if I have a son, if I have one, okay? I can imagine if I have a son. Anyway, if I have a son and then he got married and then his wife called me, no, his wife doesn't call me mother-in-law. Or they don't call me mother, they call me Brenda.
That's more respectful.
Huh?
That's more respectful.
Yes, that's more than respectful. Why? The culture is that you call me name because I don't give you birth. But you call me in a sense that I don't nurture you, I don't support you. This is their culture. You married to my son, but yes, you are his wife, but you're not my daughter. So then they call you name. But in a sense, why you call them name? Now this is American only. I don't know in Europe. I never lived in Europe, so I don't know. In American style, you call your mother-in-law and your father-in-law as name because you treat them friend. And you also call their name as young. In university in Canada, I don't call my professor sir. No, when I come to India, I have to call my teacher in the university sir. I feel very awkward, you know. Then I still call him Professor Sarao. Professor Sarao. I just address him his title, but I never call him sir. And I think after I called him, he smiled. He knew. Because he also come from Canada. So that's why he knew that I have a culture shock right there if you ask me to call him sir. But living in India for some time, now I call people sir, right? Even younger than me in age, but then in the same occupation, I call sir, like that, no problem. So, but when I go back to Canada, you know, when I make a telephone call for a service company, you know, for my phone, and then this lady, she's a telephone server. And then I called her for the my visa, not visa for visa or passport. Visa, that's a credit card. And then she thought that I talked about visa and passport. And then she said that, Brenda, we're not giving, we cannot issue you the visa to go to Canada. I say no. Then I was so frustrated. And then you know what I used? Ma'am, please listen to me. I was like, the moment I call her ma'am, she shocked. And then she calmed down, she listened to you. So when you call someone ma'am in USA, it seems to be very serious already. So then they will have to lend you the ear to listen to what you say. So in Canada and USA, you don't usually call ma'am or sir. But that's the culture. So when you see that respect, this is a very conventional aspect. Even though it's ethical, but it's a very conventional because in each different country, a different culture, they have a different approach. It doesn't mean that they don't respect the elderly. They're very respectful toward the elderly, okay? But then this is the behavior in the culture like that. So when you learn all this one, ethical, like I said, is a very universal, but when it's manifest in form, then it's manifest in a different way, right? So, yeah.
So is it good to say sir or ma'am to someone coming from outside, or because I use it very often?
They call me sir. They even call me name if my son-in-law call me Brenda, fine. But if in a very respectful way, like very acquainted way, like very casual, and the first man, they don't call Brenda, but they call Mr. Lee, Mrs. Lee, like that. So that's in the respectful, but they don't call sir. Sir in a sense that you're very serious and you want that business. Yes, sir. And the other occupation that they will address you, sir, is that, colleagues. So this, when they go and, they want to give you the ticket, right? If you drive the wrong way. Sir, could you give me your driver license, please? Like that. So they will address you, sir, in a very respect, because that part of the political issue has shown a very, eminent style of respect, so you cannot accuse him. So that is the way of the communication to the policemen in North America. But sir is very formal, not used so much. Even in the university, I don't call my professor as a professor, this professor, that, I call him name. When I was in nursing program, I call my teacher name, like Susan, like that. But in a very respectful way.
So important is
Everybody professor then.
is respect for the person like me, especially who is here to us.
So you see that this is that is reflect in the language, right? Respect is also shown in the language. For example, tu ke right? But if you respect then tu ke right? Like that, tum and tu. Tu does mean lower, right? Tum is more like at the level. And then does mean someone older, then you say In Vietnamese, they also have that kind of pronoun to addressing to respect. Like that. So then the respect is shown in the language as well. And believe me, emotional also shown in the language as well. In Tibetan, are there any emotional terminology?
Show the respect.
No, emotion.
Yes, yes.
Like what? Huh? Anger. Sad, depressed. You have that?
Caring.
Caring,
Yeah.
loving, caring.
Tapos saya care, say, I care. Maybe if I say, I please.
So you pinch your okay. So the language what I mean here is that respect is a very conventional, okay? And contentment is also conventional. And all of this one very conventional is going to be very from culture to culture. It's a universal aspect, but it's a different culture to culture, how it's manifest and how people present themselves as a very respectful manner.
So Jin is the city, and Lam is the name of the culture. I am the how to walk, how to speak, and
It.
even eating, speaking of how to eat very that is people I way able how to eat in here.
So you see in Buddhism, when you respect, as a nun, you're not supposed to sit right in front of the respected monk. You have to stand side and not directly. Or if you are the novice monk or nun, you have to be attentive and stand by the acharya or the guru sitting, eating, you have to be in attendance. So that is part Indian culture that already included in the Buddhist teaching. So that's what we use. So, and also you see the way the monk, whenever they walk with the Lama, you don't see any monk that's straight.
Yeah.
They always humble a bit.
Same.
Yeah. So that's the same manner of to a very respectful person. Now, so
There are no, like, suppose like a Lama, great figure, become king. You will always find it simple, not always at par with
parallel, yes,
only one
Yeah.
step or two.
yes. So even they guarding the Dalai Lama, they have to have a one step behind. So this has happened when 2008 there is a Vesak in Vietnam, and one of the elder monk he do the preaching the Dhamma, and they asked me to do the translation. So they lined up all the chair like that. So then I moved, and then he's sitting there. So he said, sit. Then I said, okay. Then I have to pull my chair just one step backward a little bit behind him. And that should indicate that respect to the monk. So you don't have to right standing behind him and do the translation in that kind of such a big assembly, but you need to show how you respect, and this can be varied. You have to adjust based on the international conference, and it's not fixed rule that you need to present this way, but you need to show the respect, pull your chair back a little bit, just one step backward, and they know that this is the manner of respect. Okay, so
And
it's a very
it
professional.
wouldn't be taught even the rational why we have to practice this respect. We have a saying what's called game chashu, so when you start with the elderly, that includes the respect and the gratitude, so that you accumulate such a knowledge. So if you're at the young, you bet.
So that is more the manner. So that's why we don't present it here as the manner, because the manner is based on the conventional aspect. Whereas respect is as a very imperative, right? Imperial manner. That everything is considered as a universal, but the manner is part of the conventional. Like each culture represents differently. Okay, so if you learn in the Buddhist manner, it's different. Buddhist manner, you have to, if you follow the Buddha teaching, you will see that before he asked the Buddha to preach the Dhamma, they have to go around the Buddha 3 times. 3 times. And then after that, they don't sit right in front of the Buddha. You read the sutta, they say that after he bowed to the Buddha, then he sit on the side. Right? So then he start listening. All of those manner in the Nikaya you will find is part of showing the respect in the manner. Okay? Okay, 10 minutes break, we're going to have next class, right? And we carry on the next topic on the next class. Thank you.